Hello guys, welcome back, Trouble 8385. Hope everybody's having a great 2018, the first video of the year on the channel. Got a lot of videos planned out for this year. So, today we're going to talk about being a 46-year-old gamer. Today's my birthday. Well, this is the evening of my birthday. And what I do for my birthday was actually play the Nintendo Switch all day. Just sat down and played all day, truthfully. It's been a while since I had like a whole day to play. Like I may play part of a day or a little bit, but to actually have a whole day to play, it's truthfully been a while. And it was really cool to just sit down and play games. Now for me, like talking about being a 40-year-old gamer, being around, gosh, it's been it's been an amazing ride being a gamer. Like being around from the beginning of gaming till now. Like just to think about the Switch, like just think when you were a kid, you would have killed to say, man, one day we're going to have a console that should play on your TV, and you're going to be able to pick it up and take it on the go and keep playing your game. People were talking about that back when the Wii and the DS came out, right? That one day this is going to happen soon. Well, the Switch is that system. Like, as a kid, we would have killed for that thing, right? A system you could just take up on the go and play your games. It's amazing. And to see where we've come, back when I was thinking, 1980 was my first real, like, when I became aware of gaming, when gaming entered into my life. First experience ever was the Atari 2600. It was 1980. It was like right in the beginning of 1980. Every year, my mom's family would go there for Christmas Eve to exchange gifts. Then we'd go up there every couple of years for a birthday. Like, this is my birthday, went up there for whatever. Near my birthday, I remember it wasn't on my birthday, it was close. And Space Invaders, back then when games came out, they weren't like today, like the release. Back then it was to shut up at a store somewhere and bam, it was there one day, but the store next door to it might not even have it. Like it was just bam, there's the game. You found it, you never knew what you're getting when you went to the store, when new games are coming, what day they're coming. It could show up anytime. Like that's what made going to the store amazing. Like it came to toys and that, unlike today where they come on this date. Back then it was bam, it could be in the store at any time. You walk to the store, wow, this wasn't there yesterday. And so Space Invaders, I guess some store, they live in Chicago, some store had it really close by. Found they had a copy, you really wanted the game Space Invaders. I knew what Space Invaders was, even though I hadn't played it, actually, at that point. And his mom did that classic thing. She let him get it, but she did that classic thing where you can get it, but then because we're here for him, you got to play, you got to play with him. He said, okay, he went and got it. And we sat down to play it. And what blew my mind, and like people talk about ports today, was the fact that we were playing some part of this game, arcade game, on the TV in someone's house. Blew my mind. It was like, I can't believe this. Like, this is the most amazing thing ever, to be able to play this kind of game at home. Like, this is the hobby I was looking for. Didn't know it was a hobby, but this is what I was always looking for. This. And my biggest worry back then was thinking, man, I hope this isn't a fad. Because back then, a lot of things were fads. A lot of things came and gone, right? As a kid, bam, in one day, gone tomorrow kind of thing. At least they were around, but you didn't know it. You just thought they were gone when they weren't. Right? Couch Bunch of Kids, bam, gone. They're still around. Where it was cute, it's still around, but once the frenzy for it died off, you just, oh yeah, kind of thing. And so, I really kind of hoped it wasn't a fad. But when the video game crash happened here, I thought, man, this is it. Is gaming really over? I don't want it to be over. I love gaming. I've been a PC junior, and during that time where gaming had kind of died off, I played like Black Cauldron and King's Quest and stuff on PC. And then the NES came out. The NES is really where I say real gaming for me happened. Well, I love the 2600, don't get me wrong. The 2600 was very limited what it could do compared to like the NES. Like the NES was an amazing time period. You had the NES Fun Club letter, and then you had the Nintendo Power, GameSpot magazine, EGM, Tips and Tricks. All the different magazines out that added to that experience, like the system and the magazines, and me reading that magazine, like looking at it every day and looking at the pictures and the ads. One day I got to make a video talking about, back then, not saying we were ever the first, but, one day we looked at an ad for a game, and there was an address. We said, we should write them. Hey, I'd like to have more information about this game. That was in the ad of the magazine, and, I didn't say we're the first, but I remember we first letters we got back were like, they really didn't have anything set up for that or anything like that, or any, like, really, I guess, published this really at the time. So they were like, thanks for your interest, but we really don't have any stuff for this. And well, here's some other stuff we had, like whatever, a little card of a game or a little mini post, whatever it was at the time. I can't remember exactly what was the first thing we got, but we would write every new game we saw an ad for. We'd write, because back then the addresses started getting published with the ads in the magazines. We'd write all of them all the time. The minute a new game came out, boom, bam, bam. What games I wrote to? Bam, bam, bam. Wrote out to it. We had done it so often, me and my best friend, that it became the point where game companies just started sending us the stuff before we wrote them. Like, it was kind of funny. We got to test a couple games before they came out because one Konami, one Capcom was that asked, hey man, you want to test this game out, because we had written them so often, and it was really cool to do that. For all the, play the game comes out, and for all these embargoes and stuff, it was just I guess it was embargo. I couldn't talk about it, but it wasn't like no big deal. What's your opinion of this? Send the game and the whatever back. And that was really cool. Like, that was really cool. I wish my parents had sold their house. I wish, like, I just got back in the military, wasn't living near there, and I wish I could have come back and got that stuff, because that would have been really cool to have, unfortunately. But, back then you had, the Nintendo Fun Club. You had the Sunsoft newsletter, and you had the Capcom newsletter back then. It was really, really cool time back in the NES. Not only that, but the graphics and just like the new gameplay elements in each game, and everything kept getting, you saw everything visually get better. It was just an amazing time in gaming for me. Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis were just amazing times in gaming, just like the PlayStation 1 and 2, DS to 3DS. Like, those are some amazing periods of gaming for me. And being able to experience all that from the beginning, it's just really cool to see where we've come. The one thing I don't like where we come from in gaming, I don't want to call it empowerment or entitlement, but gamers thinking that game companies have to make the game they want it to, not just in enjoying the experience for what it is. For my birthday this year, my wife had texted me about a week ago, and Mom and her at the store, what games do you want on this? What games do you want? I said, any game on the Switch. He texted me back, well, what about Monster Truck, whatever? And I said, well, maybe not that. I would find fun in the game, but it wouldn't be my first choice. To me, gaming is about having fun, and not this, let's tear everything apart. There are some games that are so broken, there are reason to be like, this is unacceptable. But overall, gaming is meant to be fun. And this whole, like, I'm going to pretend to be a reviewer, and I'm going to tear every part of this game apart, when it's simply simple. Is this game fun? Do you enjoy it? That's all it comes down to. Is this game fun? Will people enjoy it? Every game has a flaw. Nothing is perfect. That's why I laugh when people tear games apart. Like, or series of games. Do you love the series of games? Yes. Well, if you cause hate to that series, then there will no longer be any games in that series you love. So why would you go rip it apart if you love that series? A lot of games I can just, like, again, I go back to the NES, for example. Back then, you only got a couple games a year. So you used to play that game, learn every nook and cranny of that game, right? Beat it maybe multiple times. Or play it every day until you got the next game. And even then, you sometimes go back. Like, you knew every inch of that game. Whereas today, people seem to, like, boom, okay, I beat it, move on to the next game. Like Odyssey, like, even if I beat it, I need to go back and keep playing it until I get all the moons and other stuff, right? I want to go back to the old games and memorize every nook and cranny. That's why nostalgia is so big to people in the first system they played, because that's all, they only got a couple games and that's what they played, right? For me, so while the Switch is going to be our, like, system concentration, I have PlayStation 4 too. There's certain games that aren't going to be on the Switch right now. They'll be on the PlayStation. And a little retro, like, the Switch is our console. Like, that console's played constantly since we had at Christmas. And to me now, like, talking about being 46, to me now it's not so much like me, like back, let's say 9 years ago when I started YouTube, because I didn't say in the December pick a Christmas video, but December was my 9-year mark on YouTube. Sometimes on, sometimes off on YouTube. It depends on when you watched. That back then it was me playing all the time. Now I find enjoyment on watching my wife play, like when she likes to play Splatoon 2. Like, just going upstairs and watching her play Splatoon 2 is a lot of fun for me, watching her play, or watching my son. Like, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is a game I got for Christmas, but the other day he asked if he could play it. I only had beaten the first shrine at that point. And he said it, and I said okay. And to watch his enjoyment, to see that Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is his first Zelda game, like the original Zelda was for me. Like experience, like to see him just have simple joy playing that game, like not getting frustrated, you know, and the joy of he beat like got to the first two shrines and beat them, and you know just exploring the world and like remember that period in gaming where you didn't know what you could do in the game, like you didn't like know everything about a game and going in and just playing and maybe I should try this and see what happens, right? Anything could happen in a game. And since he didn't know anything about the really Zelda, he could just do anything and try anything. And for him to wonder of wow, this thing really works, right? It was really cool to see. Oh, for me and him, like I got him Super Bomberman R for Christmas, and a really cool, awesome, like we'll have forever is us playing Super Bomberman R co-op on the Switch, playing through the story on easy, beating it, and then after we beat it, it unlocked another world in the story. So the next day when I came home from work, we played through it again and beat, you know, all the other worlds and then beat that new world. Like that's an experience memories we'll always have playing together. Plus we play a little bit of Grand Prix, which if you can't play as a team, Grand Prix, you're going to get your butt kicked because the bots, the computer players really play to win. They're no joke in that mode. But like those are memories I'll always have from you. You're more important than like me always having to play like everything. Like I could play the other day when she was playing, my wife was playing Splatoon 2, I brought up the small TV, the PlayStation 4, and I was playing on the PlayStation 4 while she was playing on the Switch. And so now with gaming is more interested in that than you know always playing all the time. Like there's some joy in watching other people get into gaming and playing gaming, right? To watch sometimes, like for example, Lego games are not my thing, but to watch my wife and my son play is really cool because they can play those games, whereas I'm really not good at Lego games. I'm not good at all, to be honest. Or watching my wife last year beat both, you know, or beat Ys 8 and beat the Star Ocean game on the PlayStation 4 was really cool. You know, even though Ys 8 is now coming out for the Switch, which is cool also. But and to me, for the Switch, for example, I think it's cool. A lot of games are getting ported to it that may have been released on other consoles before and the Wii U, because it's cool to have those games be able to take it on the go. Like one of the conversations my wife had back and forth was about Skyrim that I have on the 360, and I was like, "Oh, it'd be cool to have Skyrim on the Switch. Like, don't you already own that?" Yeah, but to be able to take it on the go, or to be able to you watch TV and just start playing it, it'd be awesome to play that game. I love Skyrim in that world. So for me, gaming, that's what gaming is to me. Like so many fond memories of gaming. Everybody has that whatever system it is in that period where that was such an amazing time where you just the games are just like you sit down and you had time to play and the games are amazing. But as you get older, as you families and in life, gaming time gets less. You just have to be like, what games do I? At that point, that's when you go. You know what? These are the type of games I like. I don't have time to play then games I don't know I like, and that's what a lot of people do. For me, it's fun like experimenting and playing a game that I normally wouldn't play because I know what kind of games I like to play. I can play about anything really, truthfully. Uh, it's just sometimes I have to be in the mood to play those games. So anyway, enough of me babbling on about being a 46-year-old gamer. You know, today was a really awesome day. Really, my wife did a great job. She does a lot of credit. My wife and son were great to me. They really were. It's really cool to you know just be able to play, have the day off, play able to play. You'll be seeing more videos on the channel. Like not this week. Traditionally, I take the week of my birthday off work, but I'm taking the week after, like not this week, but next week off. So now I'll be able to put more videos up. And starting to talk about some of the things I want to talk to and get the channel rolling again. Okay, guys, now it's time to talk about the pickups. So first, we're going to talk about the pickups we got for Christmas, and then I'm going to talk about the birthday pickups. So these are all Nintendo Switch games. This system again, the system we're all playing right now, really awesome. So when people talk about the ports, so there are certain series you love to play. My son, the first game he got was a port he actually had on the Wii U. It's an awesome game, Lego City Undercover. My son used to get up on the weekends in the morning, and he would, after he beat the story, he would just get up for hundreds of hours and just literally just drive around the world. Get in a car, helicopter, whatever, drive around, have a blast. This is like GTA in the sense that it's a world, not necessarily the violence and stuff, but when he saw this on the Switch, it was funny because we got this at Toys R Us, and this is the Toys R Us exclusive version in the box, which came with I don't know if it's the helicopter or the boat or submariner that's in the game. He loves Legos, so He got it. He's over halfway through the story. Again, I was really glad this got ported to the Switch and the other consoles after the Wii U because I was kind of hoping that they'd make a second one because it's really awesome. Again, I'm not good at Lego games, but he is. He loves it, and so that's really cool that he got it. So the second game my son got, he wanted to get a game everybody could play. They were like, no, don't worry about that. Just get the game you want to play, man. Like, it's your money. Don't worry about, us. And he decided on Super Mario Odyssey. Again, he wanted a game everybody he thought would play, and he got this. Now, to be truthful and honestly, I have not beaten a Mario game since New Super Mario Brothers on the DS. So I didn't beat New Super Mario Brothers that I own 2 on the 3DS. I haven't beat Galaxy 1 and 2 on the Wii, even though I own them. I have not beat the Wii U Mario game, even though I own that. I really need to beat this one. I haven't beat a Mario game in a while, so I need to sit down. We played a little bit co-op. It's a great game. Looks amazing. But this is a typical Mario, like, you control people in this game. We had to set rules because the hack can really mess with the person playing Mario. So, looks amazing. I can't wait to really... This is one of those games that's going to beat the story and slowly over time we keep playing it to get all the moons because there's like 1,000 moons in the game. But really looks good. Really awesome game. So my wife that day got a game too, and she was looking for something. I suggested a platform. I saw 8-Bit Eric. I don't know why I can't say anything today. 8-Bit Eric. He did his Switch collection video. And this game came up. And I would never suggest this game because the cover, Poi Explorer Edition, because the cover here, that cover would probably make me not want to buy the game, to be honest. It's a bad cover. So, it's a basic, classic 3D platformer. It really is basic. And my son played a little bit too, and she played a little bit. And it's a basic 3D platformer. If you like 3D platformers, you'll like this game. One of the things I like about Switch is that it's coming out with games that are not necessarily all big company games. That's really cool to me. Now the next game I got, which broke my usual wait till my birthday, because this is a game my wife probably not on a radar. She'd probably never get it for me. And it is a game made by one person, Thomas Happ. If you love Metroid, then you love Axial Verge. This is basically his Metroid. It's a non-linear, old school like Metroid. Like, in other words, you gotta go back, traverse back and forth through the whole map to go, get things to go places. When you get a power up or something, you're able to go through areas you couldn't go through before and backtrack to it. So the soundtrack to this game is amazing. Again, if you love old school like Metroid on the NES, then you have to pick up Axial Verge. It's on other platforms too, but if we want these type of games, we have to support them. And so, really glad I got this game. I haven't really dug into it yet. I can't wait to dig into it. But I was playing some of my birthday games today. So, I only got 2 games for my birthday. The first one's funny because my wife had texted me, like, what do I want for my birthday? She was out shopping with her mother at the time. Her mother's not a big gamer, like Sudoku on the iPad or something. Like, so she doesn't really know, like, a lot of games. So I gave my wife a list, like basically anything on the Switch, like any game on the Switch. She texted me about Monster Truck, and I said, well, that would be my preferred game. I mean, I can find fun in any game, but for some reason, I don't know why I thought I was going to get this game on birthday from somebody, but I did, and I loved it. I love the series, absolutely love it, and that is Doom. Now, obviously, I got to do the 9 GB download from the multiplayer of this game on the Switch. The Switch has a 32 GB internal memory. And the cards in the game are 32 megabits, or 32 gigabytes. So I gotta get an SD card for you. You can go up to 2 terabyte SD cards. But I remember playing the original Doom and like Doom 2, where you had to go to like was it like the old BBS like chat boards and stuff? The old boards you had to go to, on your modem to connect to other people to play. Back in the day, the old boards you had to go to on the computers. And I had a friend who like played this and. Other people like really were into Doom. That was back when it was like shareware, right? Which wasn't like a full price game, but you could buy it relatively cheap and play it, right? I really didn't like, I saw Doom played. I really didn't play Doom myself till I got in the military, and they had 1 and 2 on their whole computer, and I played through both of them and absolutely fell in love with it. Got Doom 3 when it came out on my computer. Absolutely love Doom. I haven't played this version. I can't wait to play it. Doom. I love Doom. Doom's awesome. Really awesome. Surprised she got because it has mature rating, right? Same, grandson. But still cool. I'll have to play this at nighttime when he's asleep. Now, the last thing after my birthday, I only got 2 games, which is fine. Again, I don't expect a lot on my birthday. If I got 1 game, I'd be happy. 2 games is awesome. And my wife got me Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I got the first one on the PC, and I'll say this about Dragon Ball. So I know why my wife got this game, because back when Toonami debuted, and Dragon Ball Z first hit, I watched every episode, and she used to watch Sailor Moon. That was our 2 animes. She watched Sailor Moon, I'd watch Dragon Ball. Later, her anime was Gundam Wing. And she used to joke about the series, how you can miss a week in Z and nothing ever happened because, they did so much talking. And truthfully, Dragon Ball Z didn't move very fast, right? And I've seen every episode of Dragon Ball Super every week, on Saturday night. A new episode drops in Japan and gets subbed. I watch it and love Dragon Ball Super. It's just it's funny when Super debuts. It's like going back to, characters, you love, and like a warm cup of tea or something. Just something awesome about that. Love Dragon Ball, really do, and really cool that she got this game. I played it for a while today. Absolutely great. I can't wait to dig it. I'm really excited for Dragon Ball Fighter Z2. That game looks amazing. Again, being someone who didn't get into Dragon Ball until Toonami happened, and then when I watched Z, I went back and watched all the Dragon Ball episodes. It's really cool how long the games have happened and how cool the Xenoverse games are and Fighter Z is, and just I know she bought this because of back then, and I remember me watching it. It's really cool, and love Dragon Ball. That is my anime, is Dragon Ball. It really is right now. So really cool. G's new form is cool also. So that was my pickups. Again, being 46 years old now, looking back, I could have gone on forever, right? I just touched the tip of really what it's like to go on all the different eras. I could go through highs and lows of system. I loved Atari, right? When the Atari Jaguar came out, I was really hyped for it, and then I saw what the games look like. I'm these games look like garbage. I'm being honest. Wow, how can they say this is 32-bit more than the others when, do the math, they look like garbage in magazines? And that's why I really wanted to get the Jaguar, because I love the 2600. Again, Atari, having played your Atari today, first console I ever had, but I was like, wow, this console, the games look like garbage, right? That's why I didn't get a Jaguar. I really wanted an Atari system. I couldn't do it. So it's what's going to happen with the Atari box. I'm interested to see how that turns out. That's why I love Atari. There's a line you go, well, liking something only goes so far. Reality is, what is this going to be, right? So, but anyway, guys, thanks for watching the videos like always. And more videos coming soon. Thanks for all the people who said happy birthday again. I really do appreciate it. Laters.